Have you noticed that focusing feels harder than it used to be? 5 minutes later, you're on your phone. You start to read a book, but you reread the same page 3 times. What is it saying? You try to think deeply, but your mind feels scattered. Then you blame yourself. Maybe something is wrong with me. Or I'm lazy. I have no discipline. But what if I told you that this isn't a personal failure? What if your inability to focus is just living in an imperfect world? Today, we're talking about why you can't focus anymore. And don't worry, it's not your fault. You see, human focus completely derived from a different environment. For most of history, life was pretty slow. Information was scarce. Silence was pretty normal. Boredom existed. And that boredom trained your brain to think deeply. Fast forward today, your brain is now expected to focus while notifications interrupt every few minutes. Infinite content competes for attention, kind of like this channel. Algorithms are designed to keep you scrolling. You see, your phone knows exactly what excites you, kind of like always thinking mindset. This isn't accidental. You're not failing at focus. Focus is just being attacked. And the scary part, most people don't even realize it's happening. We live in what's called an attention economy. Your attention is valuable. You see, the longer you stay engaged, the more money companies make. Yeah. So what do? They always optimize for everything. Dopamine hits, short bursts of excitement, endless novelty, emotional reactions. You see, your brain gets trained on stimulation, not depth. Focus feels uncomfortable now because it's slow, it's quiet, and it doesn't give you instant reward. So when you try to focus, your brain resists. Not because you're weak, it's just that your brain has been rewired. Every scroll, every like, every video, every notification is a dopamine hit. Dopamine isn't bad, it's motivation. But constant dopamine desensitizes your brain. Think of it like sugar. A little is just fine. Too much, everything else sort of tastes bland. That's why work feels unbearable, reading feels just boring, silence feels uncomfortable, thinking feels exhausting. That's why I should think for you. Your brain isn't broken, it's just overstimulated. And overstimulation just kills focus. Oh, look at that. We've been taught that multitasking is a skill. And in reality, it's not. Every time you pretty much switch tasks, your brain pays the cost. And the cost is called attention residue. See, part of your mind stays stuck on the last thing you were doing. So when you check your phone while working, switch tabs consistently, jump between tasks, you're not being very productive. You're pretty much fragmenting your attention. Deep focus requires being continuous. And modern life pretty much destroys that. Again, it's not your fault. See, stress doesn't just affect your mood, it affects your brain. When you're constantly stressed out, your brain prioritizes survival. Deep thinking sort of shuts down. Focus becomes really difficult. Financial pressure, information overload, comparison, uncertainty, all of this keeps your nervous systems activated. See, you can't focus when your brain thinks you're in danger. And many people are living in this low-cost stress and they're not even realizing it. Here's the truth that people never hear. You're trying to use a focused mind in a distracted environment. It's like trying to stay dry in a rainstorm without an umbrella. Discipline alone won't fix this. Willpower alone isn't enough. And you don't just need to try harder. You need to change the conditions. Don't worry, this isn't about quitting your life and just living like a monk. It's about boundaries, simple shifts, silence notifications by default, create phone-free time blocks, do one thing at a time, allow boredom again, protect your mornings. Focus is a skill, but it only grows in the right environment. Reduce stimulation and focus sort of naturally comes back. Remember, you don't lack discipline, you don't lack intelligence, you don't lack motivation. Remember, that's my job. You're just living in a world that profits from distraction. Once you understand this, then you stop blaming yourself. And then you start designing your life that sets to focus. And that's when everything changes. If you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I think you already know what to do. Also, comment below. Let me know what's the one thing that's distracting you right now. And as always, folks, we will see you on the next one.